You are all welcome. Thank you for honoring our invitation. I'm Miss Jamila Diallo. The Administrative Secretary, Reed Gambia. Reed Gambia 2025. Reed Gambia is a foundation which promotes education and literacy. The foundation was established in October 2025, and then we already invited so many other schools, especially Gambia High, Birkama Methodist, St. Peter's, and so many others. I cannot name all. There are up to 32 schools or even more. And then we already also invited so many dignitaries like the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, the Minister of Youth and Sport, the Embassy, the US Embassy in the Gambia, Officer Representative, Gambia Limited, and so many other dignitaries. I can name all. As you know, when you come that day, you will see all of them here, inshallah. And then the day is happening on the 1st of December 2025 at Motherland here, this event here, inshallah. The time is 3 p.m. upwards, inshallah. And then the tickets also, we're selling tickets. Those tickets we are selling is to support the event so that at least for the first time this is happening in the Gambia here. When we sold it, we can able to take that forward. Next year also, we can organize another readathon. As he said earlier, this is the first time. So we are all urging Gambians, especially students, to come out and participate so that next year, we will not hear thinking like Nigeria or other things. We just hear Gambia. So that we can also represent the country at England for the Guinness World Record reading marathon, inshallah. Thank you. That's all I have for you.
Okay, briefing, that was very brief. But they will have so many things to ask. I know them very well. They are brothers and sisters and colleagues in the media fraternity, so they must have so many questions for us. So, without any further ado, I will now like us to invite questions from the media. Yeah, we can have a Q&A session. Maybe, yeah, okay.
Yes, this is Omar Tal, Atlantic TV.
Yes, Omar. What is your question? You have the floor. Yeah.
Jamila, have talked about the number of schools, you guys have invited. If you look at it, geographically, it's only within the combos here. Has this limitation gone beyond the greater Bantu area, like that of the rural Gambia? Are you guys in touch with the schools over there so that they could participate in this event?
Yes, thank you for your wonderful question. This time around, because as we say, it's the first time we're organizing such event in the country here. This time around, we only focus in the urban area here, but inshallah, we work more next year when the program went successful. Next year, we're gonna invite all the schools in the Gambia, let them come and participate.
Okay, let me
Yes.
I have a follow-up. Almost 32 schools have been invited so far for this first edition. Now, don't you think this is a major shortfall on your side to invite all the 32 schools in the country within Greater Bantu area, with the exception of the schools outside Combos? Can't you look into this and to reshape your decision, to come with another decision, that could include all the schools across the country? Is this not a way of marginalization of the schools within the...
Yeah, you want to answer?
No, it's fine. I will answer.
Yeah, thank you. Let me help her. Yeah, I see that Jamila is soft-spoken person. I don't need a microphone before you can hear me. Yeah, so that's a very good point, and it's a very good question. In fact, when we met the permanent secretary at the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, who is also a guest speaker, even the Honorable Minister of Education will be among, the dignitaries invited to come and make a keynote speech. Before we commenced this preparation for the event, we had wanted to make sure that it becomes a nationwide event so that everybody will be included. But starting something requires at least a station, sort of. Even the Ministry of Education themselves, what they're doing, they cannot reach out to the whole country. They start at a point and then it goes up to the 7 regions of the country. So we are planning that this event will be commissioned to be an annual occasion, so it will be annual. Maybe this year we are starting here in Combo, but next academic year we can say we are going to LRR or maybe to another region. And then the competition will be specific for that particular region, not people within this region. Because if we had done this many times, one could question to say, oh, why are they not including XYZ? But it is for the first edition. For the first time, like I said, it has never happened. Gambia has never participated, never taken part in anything of such. So I think that answers your question. But our colleagues also, the students and our respected brothers and sisters and teachers in the provinces are very important. In fact, this is why we have drawn a panel of judges. If you look at our panel of judges, one of them is all the way from LRR, just to include them to the program. So they are not excluded. All of them are included in this particular event. Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't know if you have another.
No, let me give chance to others.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Good day, everyone. My name is Binta Esja from President. So I wanted to know if you are also considering private schools and also maybe some Arabic schools, because some of them are also doing the curriculum that is being done at the other schools. So whether they are also considered in this competition.
Thank you so much, Miss Binta Jallo. Let me see if my colleagues Jao, sorry, if my colleagues want to answer that, or I respond.
Yeah, just like I said, and as he said before, I think if you are starting everything in life, you need to go step by step, because we're talking about Gambia in general, so we cannot just centralize it, because you need a lot of financial muscles, you need a lot of access, you need a good team. So starting here at Motherland, drawing the foundation, I think it's a good sample for us. And then when we had the first event, we will see from there. We will see the outcome. And then we start engaging and pushing, try to reach other schools and, like we said, Arabic schools and private schools, because they are all part of the Gambia. Yeah, thank you very much.
You want to respond or react to
No, it's fine.
Miss
You
Jao's
answered.
question?
It's okay.
Yeah. That's good. In addition to what she has just asked about the madrasas and then the private schools, yes, we have reached out to all of them. Like I said earlier on, we do not discriminate as far as education is concerned. The Gambia, like I said, we are doing extremely well when it comes to our education policy and everything in place. But you will be so surprised as media to realize that most of the funding is coming from World Bank, IMF. So most of our textbooks and things are relating to that because they are funding the education. So we're yet to be an independent country whereas we fund our own education. Other African countries have started that. In fact, they had to inculcate or include Kiswahili or Swahili in their curriculum. And Senegal is emulating that by even putting in Wolof. In Dakar, in Senegal, you learn Wolof. At the National Assembly, they speak Wolof. So maybe as time goes on, Gambia will also look into that critically to see not just the English language or French, which is impressive and very good, but to also see how we can even learn Sarahule. I remember when I was in Kenya, people go to University of Nairobi, Kenya, to defend their thesis in Kiswahili or Swahili. I've never seen somebody at the University of the Gambia earning a bachelor's degree in Mandinka. That doesn't mean Mandinka is not important. But when we talk about education, we cannot divorce it completely from our culture, because it has an interlink. So that linkage is very, very important. This is why the Arabic section of this country has been neglected for so many years. Amongst the school we invited included them. We wrote to them. And I'm sure they have also prepared at least a candidate. And that takes me quickly to the participants coming. We need to tell you something about the participants or participating schools. Now, out of the 32 schools that will be participating, each school will send one candidate or one representative. Now, the representatives are required to read for 10 minutes on the stage. Since I was born, I have never had or seen any reading event in this country. Maybe you people have seen it, but for me, personally, I have not seen it. Especially a reading competition. It has never happened. It's for the first time we are bringing people live on the stage, holding books and reading live. What message are we sending to minister and the ministry and to Gambians? We want people to what? To read. Because even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ikra bismi rabbika allazi khalaka. But he told us what to read. But here, you tell people this and that. They tell you, you have to read, but they don't tell you what to read. We are here to tell people what to read. Okay? So we need to read ourselves. This is why one of the requirements in the competition is that the readers will be reading Gambian or African books. Before you read others, you must know who you are. You must read yourself before you can read others. That is why Allah said, Ikra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq. You read in the name of your Lord who created you, even before you worship Him. You need to know Him, then you can worship Him. So if we want to read Western literature, we want to follow or emulate the Cambridge IGCSE lower secondary syllabus, it's good, but we need to read ourselves. So this is why we are not encouraging foreign books in this competition. We are saying either Gambian or African books. That's what the participants will be reading live on the stage. Our chief judge is Madam Dow of the Gambia College, the vice principal, but she is not alone. There is a panel of judges. These are people with over 30 years experience in teaching. So obviously the ministry recommended them to us to serve as panel of judges. So it shows our mutual collaboration between us and the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Yeah, so that answers your question. And still now I'm so...
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm